Good, whatever time it is you happen to be listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express, recording at the Stone Lodge here in Port Sanilac, the 469.
469.
We're in the front room watching the world go by. He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel, joined by Junior, Craig. Good to have you guys. How you doing?
Awesome.
Good.
Featured guest, Mikey Smith, the Glory Hole Cowboy, GHC, in the house, Hall of Famer.
Present and active.
Accounted for.
What do you mean I was a half
Should
hour
be
late? Everything I said we were supposed to be here at 2 o'clock.
You got my vote for Hall of Famer here on Inc.
Yeah.
And we wanted to start at 1.
Well, I thought everything we said 2.
But originally we were going to start at 1.
Right.
I appreciate the two. I
No,
would have
so
been even
you
later.
wanted to take
So
a
I
little
didn't
bit
get
more
here.
nap.
I didn't get here till 1:45 because I thought we were starting at 2.
We were.
Okay.
Yeah.
We wanted to start at 1.
Okay. Now that we have that sorted out on there, that was our pre-production meeting.
Awesome. Is the camera back on?
Yes, it is.
Uh,
And the audio is working this time, so I don't have to sync the audio to the episode. It'll be pre-synced.
Precinct.
I'll load everything up to the YouTube.
Probably, or just
clip it.
Facebook and clip it and whatever else.
So I do have a question I have to ask everybody.
All right.
When you hear the phrase elaborate hoax, what do you think of? What comes to mind first?
Elaborate hoax?
Who wants to go first? When you hear the phrase elaborate hoax, isn't that a great phrase? It was such an elaborate hoax.
I think in order to be elaborate, it has to involve at least like a small farm animal. And then some sort of like a small yard implement device, at least at very minimum, like a rake.
First
Do you
thing
remember the infomercials? What was it called? The garden weasel or something?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a
Would
great
it involve
one.
a
That'd be
garden
great
weasel?
one. Yeah.
And that's
First
an
thing that came
elaborate
to my
hoax?
mind was Siegfried and Roy.
That's an elaborate hoax? That
Yeah.
they're straight?
They are.
They got away with that one for years.
Yeah. Elaborate hoax.
Two guys with cats. Who couldn't see that coming?
Duh.
If it's a hoax, I mean, isn't that good enough? It doesn't have to be elaborate. It's just a hoax. So,
But the phrase elaborate hoax, like it
It's
was
emphasis?
an elaborate hoax.
so it's a hoax with emphasis.
Like, yeah, it was so
Jumbo
like
shrimp.
There's many layers, like an onion, like peel them back. It was elaborate.
Oxymoron, isn't that called?
Biden.
Elaborate.
Biden's an elaborate hoax.
Big Jew John.
Yeah. So
That stinky bastard.
So, like, here's one that when I said this to somebody, because I was doing a little bit of research, I'm like, when I say the phrase elaborate hoax, this is what this person came up with, and I thought this was brilliant. How come whenever you go to an amusement park, like the cameras on a roller coaster can be 120 miles an hour, you're clear as day. But yeah, anytime you see footage of like a bank robbery, like their cameras are always fuzzy and grainy and everything else. Like, yeah. And these people are only moving 3 miles per hour. You know, but yet that's an elaborate hoax. Like, is this on purpose? Like, why would you put those shitty cameras in a bank when on a roller coaster we can take a picture of a person doing 120 miles an hour and they're like,
Picture perfect.
yeah,
Good point.
So, after working at a bank and having access to the camera systems there, they are not shitty. The pictures are usually like ultra as high a definition as is available at the time when they put them in. The cameras. So you ever notice if you go in a bank, like in the doorways, in the door frame, there's always a camera in the door frame.
right.
So it's not like the camera up in the corner that like shoots down. I don't know where the news gets these. I think they just have stock footage. They go on Google and go, we need shitty footage of somebody.
Do you
And then-
recognize this man?
Right, because nobody in the right mind puts a camera at like 15 feet in the air in a place, pointed down where you can't see anything. I mean, well, probably a pervert trying to get down the shirt pics or whatever. But
It was in your bathroom at work?
No, they want it to.
they're not there yet. But yeah, they're not that bad. So I don't know where the news gets those pictures from, or where the newspaper does. If they email them and it compresses them down or whatever. But
Is that maybe the elaborate hoax that maybe news is doing this on purpose? To,
could be. It's the mainstream media.
Yeah, they're like, no, that footage is too clear, man. No.
Yeah.
We need more drama than that.
Hey, we'll catch this criminal. No, we don't need to.
Yeah.
No.
Because if bank robberies stop, then there's no news, right? If you catch the criminal, then
And if they got 6 or 7 fingers, then AI made it anyways.
So it's just kind of like the old adage for doctors. There's no money in curing things. There's just
Correct.
money in prolonging it and making people
Yes.
feel more comfortable.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
It's more money for the doctors and
Because they're not paid enough already.
Right. Right. They're like, no, if I cure it, then they'll stop coming to me. But, let's just treat the symptoms.
Right.
I said that to my brother. He
Yeah.
works in the medical over at Flint Hurley.
Yeah.
I said, you're not there to fix anybody.
No.
You'll lose your job.
Well, in
Right.
Flint, you can be a doctor in Flint as long as you can stitch up knife wounds and stuff like
I was
that.
going to say the old GSW's coming in. We got a GSW coming in. It is Flint, you see. Meh.
Stabbed or poisoned, one of the two.
Or both. Some people get the trifecta.
Just go get a good lawyer. We got one for you.
He stabbed, poisoned, and his car was stolen.
We got the trifecta. He's been shot, stabbed, and poisoned.
I do feel like I got it more reserved now, and this sucks.
Yeah.
I being put in that little corner like,
Blame me
you gotta
again.
be
I'm
PG.
I don't fucking think so.
Yeah, good call.
Told them to put us on the patio.
The patio.
Yeah.
Right.
Over there.
Yeah, that's a heated patio.
The heated patio, not the outside patio.
But I thought we wanted to see everybody.
People are overrated.
They are. True
People are
statement.
the worst.
They are the worst.
All right. Well,
So-
you want to talk about the next thing on my list? Since
Oh, yeah, go
elaborate hoax, I thought we'd have a lot more to say about that. But
Well,
I'm not
do you have
funny.
any examples? of
Yeah,
elaborate hoaxes.
the Loch Ness Monster, that's an elaborate hoax.
Bigfoot.
That's more
Yes.
of a legend.
Well, yeah, or is Bigfoot, maybe the pictures aren't blurry, maybe Bigfoot's just blurry.
Call
Maybe
Matt.
it's blurry.
Right?
I think a more elaborate hoax would be like the Orson Welles War of the Worlds thing.
But, okay, here's what I want to go over. When you think about an elaborate hoax, though, it seems to be there has to be, something done intentionally. Whereas with Orson Welles and War of the Worlds, it wasn't intentional to scare people. They were just trying to put on a show.
Oh, I kind of beg to differ.
You think so? So you think it was done... You think it was done purposely?
That was close.
Yeah, oh, well, yeah, the way they did it, they did it like a news
frighten-
broadcast.
no,
Yeah,
but Jesus out of people?
exactly.
Tune in Tokyo.
So is that like with all these UFO sightings?
Yeah, let's
UFOs,
talk about
yes.
that for a minute. UFO sightings. That's an elaborate hoax.
So I will let them remain nameless, but someone that we know that is in the aviation industry got a really, and this person's not out there crazy or anything like that, but they got some really, really weird video of stuff, and we got this firsthand from them, and it is really, really flipping nuts.
So
I mean-
local? Something locally happened then?
No, I mean it wasn't. No, they're in a more commercial aviation, not
Tenfold.
private, but
Buckhole headquarters. Buckhole headquarters. Is that a elaborate host?
no, that was
Hoax.
totally unintentional.
Just asking for a friend.
that was about as unelaborate as a hoax can be.
That still
That was
scared the shit out of me.
stupidity.
But why all of a sudden these UFOs are popping up everywhere?
You know-
What's the real story going on?
I've wondered that too.
Preparing.
Well, they've declassified a bunch of stuff that kind of caused a whole lot of people that went, no, there's no such thing. It can't possibly be out there. Kind of, I think went, well, now I'm going to watch for it. So now they see it everywhere.
Right.
Right. They're like, meh.
Going with Bigfoot and Loch Ness, Nellie. That was the other name, right? Nellie?
Nelly.
That's
Yeah.
it.
There's only one photo when you were talking
Nessie.
about the photos. Nessie. There's only one photo of each of them, the most popular photo. One, the Bigfoot walking through the woods, and Nellie, whatever,
Nessie.
just sticking his head up
Well,
in the water. There's just one photo that I've ever seen of both of those.
there is a picture of them together, and it's a good picture because it's from Six Flags when they were on the roller
When they were on
coaster.
the roller coaster.
Clear as can be.
So I mean, there is that.
So you can see it clear as day, of course.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And they were making love.
So
They honestly look way better than
Yeah,
they
I don't
do in
like
the
you
other
saying
pictures.
that.
Why?
You're more formal, making love.
Making love.
making love.
So who's top and who's bottom?
For Nessie or Bigfoot?
Yeah.
It'd be a hairy situation either way.
I would say Bigfoot would be on the bottom because that long neck for giving Hummers
There you
with
go.
Nessie.
Oh, yeah.
Broke 'em.
Yeah. Wouldn't you
A lot
got?
of room to throat there.
Anybody else got?
That makes perfect sense.
Yes, thank you. You're welcome.
That's nowhere near an elaborate hoax right there.
Well, I mean, Nessie is a more feminine name than Bigfoot.
So what?
Sasquatch.
So to get some frame of reference here, why don't we type in elaborate hoax just into the Google and see what it comes up with?
Okay.
Skinwalker Ranch.
There's a good topic.
Yeah, I know there's been a ton of things out there that are considered elaborate hoaxes, but
there is a difference between a hoax and an elaborate hoax.
so have any of you guys? Because I have put on a rather elaborate hoax before.
Right. It's like a long con.
Yeah. So years ago, and I've talked a little bit about this. You know, we went to a party, Mickey and I, and we dressed up as like an 11-foot tall man. And Mickey was on my shoulders. We had a big long. It was actually a graduation gown, and I cut eye holes in it so I could see. He was on my shoulders. We had cardboard tubes that we stapled gloves on the end of, so it made the arms look longer.
Yeah.
And then we had this gigantic, oversized Einstein mask. It was this big, white, wild-haired mask. And so we're obviously pretty tall with him on my shoulders and walking around in this thing. But we went to a party and we got sighted there and freaked people out. It was great. But then for like the next several months through the summer, we would just randomly show up at like 2 a.m. uptown, about the time the bars would be letting out.
Yes.
And we'd watch these drunk bastards leaving Boot Saloon and like swerving all over the place because they don't know what the hell they just saw.
Just walking on the
The
side of the
world's
road.
tallest man.
Well, we'd sit there and he'd look like he was leaning against a stop sign. You know, stop signs are pretty damn tall, but he could put his arm on it and lean against it like, you know, like he was something. And it freaked people the hell out.
I would say. I would be freaked out if I seen that.
Yeah.
Slender Man.
So, I mean, I'm walking in my normal shoes, right?
Yeah.
And at the party we were at, there was a guy that was exclaiming, he's like, look at how big the steps are and look at the size of those feet. Those have got to be size 20 shoes.
Oh, I got you.
And I'm just in my size 13s.
Yeah.
You know. So, yeah, they really, really were convinced that it was just a giant. So we were hiding in a cornfield like 3 rows in. So we're like sitting, you know, we walked through this yard and there's a bunch of people out on the back deck and we're hiding in this cornfield. And they come walking out there, and they're following our steps in the. It was actually pretty cold by that point because there was a light snow but yet mud.
What the dog doing?
So they're looking at our footsteps and they're following them. We're in the cornfield, so Mickey jumps back on my shoulders, and we rise up out of the cornfield, and we both are like, raw, you know, both yelling and growling. So it just had to sound crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, these big old cardboard arms that were hanging up. And then we go running through the cornfield. He's using the arms to, like, move the corn stalks. And he's well above them. You know, I'm below the corn stalks, so I'm just running through. But he's like, I'm watching them, and they're, like, falling down trying to get away. Even though we're running away from them, they're
running
falling
away
down.
from you guys, and you're already going.
Yeah, we're already running
Got it.
away from them, and they're falling down trying to get back to the house. It was great.
It would be freaky.
But yeah, we watched. We also, when the roller rink would let out, we'd go up to the roller rink and stand at the back of the parking lot. And just
I was going to
stand
say, you
there.
tried to skate?
No, we just stood there as people were leaving.
That would be talent if you did that. If you skated.
Oh, I could have.
Mickey's a petite guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was probably only about 135 pounds at the time. I couldn't do it now.
Did they have size 13 roller skates?
Oh yeah. Well, I had my own set.
Sweet.
Could you
That's baller
backward
right
skate?
there.
Yeah.
What's that?
Would you be able to backward skate?
Dude, I could like jump and do all kinds of crazy shit.
Oh, while listening to Van Halen.
Yep.
Fucking probably watched you on a Soul Train.
Oh, I'd have soul trained the hell out of it.
Phil was our DD when we went to the roller rink.
It's true.
We got MIPs. What? Yeah, we got MIPs as kids, and he was sober, of course, and drove us there, and we got MIPs.
You
called
were
the cops.
sober.
Yeah, I didn't drink in high school at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, got to college and went wild.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
It was legal. I was of age.
I find that hard to believe.
No, I didn't drink in high school at all.
I never
hot
bought
one
beer
drop.
for you. I always bought it for Mike.
Yeah, no, I
The
never.
other Mike.
Yeah. I was
So-
always the DD, so everybody's parents loved me because they knew that I didn't drink and I was always sober. So if they were with me, everybody was going to get home A-O-Tay.
Unless we made a dumb move like go into a public place. Right. And then they would say.
Do any of you guys remember? Now, this was probably one of the best hoaxes I ever seen on the internet in the early days of the internet. Bonsai Kitten.
Yes. I was actually just reading that one.
Do you remember anything about Bonsai Kitten?
No. Nope.
So Bonsai Kitten was the elaborate hoax that these people that lived in apartments like in New York and Chicago and stuff like that couldn't have a regular pet, they would take a kitten and they would start growing it in a jar, and they would fill the jar with a fluid they'd put nutrients in like a fish, and the cat would live in it, but it would grow to the same shape as the jar. And what they were doing is they were photoshopping it so it looked like the cat like totally filled up the jar, and like just its face is sitting there and like its paws are up behind its head and stuff.
Oh,
and
God.
PETA
say.
got involved. I mean, people were absolutely beside themselves. So that was one of the early things I remember from the internet being just totally out of hand. Totally out of hand.
Internet always wins.
Yeah. Oh, it was on the news. It was a big deal. And like I'm looking at it and I thought it was hilarious. I mean, it did look grotesque.
Yeah. If you hate cats, oh well.
And if you didn't have a lot of room, you just use a smaller jar.
Just use a smaller jar. All right. Hoaxes here. Man, you see old-timey stuff. A lot of these hoaxes are from way back. You know, hoaxes, of course, is a deception. So one of the first ones is listed here on this website is the 5 world's biggest hoaxes. Number 1 is called the Turk. In 1770, the Turk was said to be a chess-playing automation. In 1770. So the machine consisted of a life-size model of an adult male dressed in robes and a turban, as well as a cabinet measuring 3 feet long, 2 feet wide, and 2.5 feet high. On the top of the cabinet rested a chessboard. When activated, the machine would go on to play a game of chess against a human opponent, winning more often than not. So then, of course, this went around till the 1780s. Fact was, it was a complete hoax. While one of the front-facing doors held all clockwork gears, there was a hidden compartment in which a chess master would sit, playing and controlling the Turk from within.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Isn't that crazy? Crazy.
Hoaxes. Elaborate hoaxes.
Right. Okay, so the Cardiff Giant. In 1869, tobacconist and atheist George Hull, after an argument regarding the passage of Genesis 6:4, stating that there were giants who once lived on the earth, devised an elaborate scheme which would come to be regarded as one of the most famous hoaxes in American history. He hired masons to cut out a 10-foot block of gypsum, which he claimed would be used as a monument to Abraham Lincoln. He transported the giant to Cardiff, New York, where it was buried. A year later, Newell hired men to dig a well at the specific spot on the property, and on October 16, 1869, they found the stone giant. The giant quickly became an attraction. Newell charged 50 cents in 1869, 50 cents per person, and that wanted to see it. Hull eventually sold his share in the rights for a tidy sum of $23,000, roughly equivalent to $425,000 today.
Yeah.
The giant eventually drew the attention of P.T. Barnum, who offered to buy it for $50,000. This guy just had this thing made.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
And made bank off it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I want to see the conversion for 50 cents
Right.
to today.
50 cents to today would probably be about like $5 to $7, probably. Yeah.
Expensive.
Right.
They didn't have that kind of money back then.
Right. All right. Number 3 is the surgeon's photograph of the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay.
1934, the most famous photograph of the Loch Ness Monster, the surgeon's photograph, was supposedly taken in 1934 by respectable British surgeon Colonel Robert Wilson. He claimed that while driving past the loch, saw something in the water and just happened to have a camera. The fact of this one is for 60 years, people had debated over the photograph, over 60 years.
Yep.
Man.
And it was a log.
And Adam, here's for you, number 4, War of the Worlds.
Really?
Americans had told regularly scheduled radio broadcasts interrupted by breaking news declaring that the Earth was under attack by Martians. In fact, at the beginning of the show, it was stated that the following program would be an adaptation of H.G. Wells' classic The War of the Worlds, narrated by Orson Welles. Unfortunately, many of the people missed the beginning and only tuned in once the show had begun. So it is arguably the greatest hoax in the history of the world. Wasn't really a hoax at all, just a case of unfortunate timing.
Hell yeah.
Well, people do most things upon themselves.
Of course. And the last one in this top 5 list is Hitler's Diaries. 1983, Germany's Stern magazine announced that one of their reporters, Gerd Heidemann, had uncovered possibly the greatest piece of Nazi memorabilia in the world, the Diaries of Adolf Hitler. Fact, Stern paid 9.3 million German marks for the 62 volumes. Within 2 weeks of Stern's announcement, the German Federal Archives made an announcement of their own that the diaries were fake.
Ooh.
Not just fakes, but terrible fakes, printed on modern paper using modern ink. The editors of Stern resigned within hours.
Damn.
Fake.
Fake
Very.
news.
Well, you really think Hitler had time to write 63 volumes of anything?
Right.
no.
9.
Too busy hating on Jews.
Not even 9.
Too busy doing the world a favor.
Oh!
He was getting logs for the fire every other minute.
Do you
That
remember?
is true.
It was back in the 40s.
3 showers ahead.
Sorry.
They had lights, and the army was shooting, and that these lights, it was after War of the Worlds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember seeing articles about that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
I can't read, so no.
Top 5 internet hoaxes. The helicopter shark. This is the first true internet hoax. This image was passed around via email along with the claim that it is National Geographic's photo of the year. The truth. The image is composite of 2 separate images, one of a helicopter performing a training maneuver in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. Golden Gate Bridge, what a great sex move. And an image of a great white shark taken in South Africa.
What position is that Golden Gate Bridge?
It involves 3.
3.
Oh.
Like the Devil's Triangle.
Yes.
I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, it's a devil's 3-way move, definitely.
You ever been involved?
No.
Okay. Adam? Mary?
No.
Highly recommended, I hear.
Nothing
You-
like
How
the
about
rape
you?
shake.
Yeah, I was involved.
Nope.
You've Golden
Well-
Gate Bridged somebody?
I don't know what the positioning is.
Well, I
I'd
mean,
had a
Any configuration counts.
threesome before.
I
But
mean, it's basically Eiffel Tower.
same thing.
Same.
Same thing, only more
mine
Americanized.
would probably be
It's the American
Leaning
version.
Tower of Pisa.
American version.
Could I? Could I have another?
Just because I got one ball.
It's,
What? I don't make them up.
I know.
True story.
know.
Not a hoax.
not a hoax. The American version.
This looks pretty darn good.
It does.
I'm going to get one too.
All right. Lonely Girl 15. In 2006, a 16-year-old girl began posting video blog about her everyday life under the YouTube username Lonely Girl 15. The videos began to gain more and more of a following as Bree's parents supposedly went missing. The truth. It was outed as fictional 4 months after it began. Number 3, how to charge an iPod with an onion. The mostly joke how-to site
Oh.
Household Hacker hit the big time with their viral video that purportedly demonstrated how to charge an iPod using nothing but an onion and a glass of Gatorade.
I didn't hear that.
Thank you.
If you could do that,
Glenn, can I just
Apple would
go
be
live?
charging $500 an onion.
Right? They would Apple brand onions.
Do you want to hear another hoax?
Yes.
So, Apple, now that they've had to go over to USB-C, did you see how much their Apple, like, quote-unquote supercharger for USB-C is?
No.
$117
Oh, my.
for a USB-C cable.
For a
Not a charger. That's a cable.
Well,
And it is an elaborate cable. I will give them that. That's probably worth all of about 47 cents. But they're charging $117 for that cable if you want that like supercharging cable.
Ugh.
But it doesn't do anything. USB-C is a standard,
Right.
and so the amount of it's all going to be in your power supply how much it puts out.
Right.
Apple users deserve that.
They do.
Stop it.
Sorry.
Well, Phil's Apple still uses a crank to charge it.
Yeah.
It does. I have an iPhone 4.
Yeah.
well, I'm beating you.
Yeah.
I got an 11.
Yeah, I have an iPhone 4.
I finally upgraded. That's why I'm carrying 2 on me.
I noticed that. I thought you were just selling drugs again.
No,
What'd
I
you-
never did.
What'd you upgrade to?
I got the Fold.
I thought you were pimping again.
Did you?
Oh, geez.
It's big, dude. It's nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
The phone?
Yeah.
I go honestly. I go for the smallest phone I can.
Flip phone?
Not a flip, fold. Flips go that way. Folds go this way. Fold. So yeah, it fits perfect in my hands, and I like the big screen.
So, Yeah,
The
of course
porn
it
looks
looks big.
better on
It's way. It's not like watching midget porn.
Yeah, that's
Not
when
at
you
all.
shave your
They look full
your
size.
public hairs.
Shave your
it looks
public
bigger in your
hairs?
head.
Public hairs?
Yeah. I'm just trying to be respectful.
I think I'm a typo.
Yeah.
Typo negative.
I would go with a smaller phone than I have if I could. I mean, why not? Why would you want to? I hate carrying around these 7-inch phones.
Yeah, I should go with a smaller charger.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
the hell is up with that?
It's awesome, actually. It's the best $100 I've ever spent in my life.
Is that solar powered?
Yeah. And that when you get up to 100% charge on it, it lasts a week.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's got a flashlight on it.
Fleshlight?
Not so much a flashlight.
Can recommend 10 out of 10.
Right, we've
Fleshlight.
already had
But it
a
weighs 3
review of
pounds. That's
Fleshlight,
what
yeah.
sucks. It's kind of like remember those Walkmans that you had back in the day?
You put your load in there.
Yeah, the new phone is super heavy.
Is it?
Super.
Oh, yeah.
Don't drop. There's no case on it.
Oh my God.
That's a heavy phone.
Holy balls!
You guys
I
wanna
could tell
feel
it's
how heavy it
heavy.
is?
I could hear him grunt when he picked it up.
I
You guys,
believe it.
you believe it's? Don't drop it.
It is heavy.
It's very heavy. Do you guys
What
want to?
brand is it?
It is Galaxy.
Samsung.
Galaxy Fold 5.
What does one of those set you back?
I know what it is.
I don't have buyers. Yeah, I don't have buyer's remorse often, but I did for that. But I did also make this last for 6 years.
Right.
So I'm like, I could deserve a new phone.
Was your old one a Samsung?
Yeah, it's the 8, Samsung 8. The answer to your question,
Yeah.
18 large.
Are you shitting me?
Nope.
Yeah, Jesse.
It's
Boots McGee told me
fucking
that.
I
expensive.
paid $49 for my iPhone 4.
I know.
I
That's
paid $1,000 for this.
I regret. That's one thing I regret about it. But I will make it last me 6 years. You know.
Not if you don't put a fucking case on
I
it.
told her to buy one. I said she loves Amazon shopping. I said go buy one for Amazon because the AT&T store has one for $10 or $100, and I found one for $10 or $20 on Amazon.
Yeah, you probably can find it cheaper too.
Yeah, well, $10 or $20 cheap enough. I can't.
My
imagine
roommate
how
got
much it
got rid of her pager last week.
gets.
Finally,
Yeah.
she's still putting socks on doorknobs.
No, she can't stand the smell either of Big Dude John.
To get out of
Started a
here.
bad rumor, you asshole.
No, you started it.
No.
I continued it.
Okay, I'll go with it.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't.
Just go with it,
Call
man.
her that. That's all on you, bro.
Ugh. You want to know other hoaxes?
Yes.
Bieber goes bald. Remember this in 2012?
No.
A photoshopped image of Entertainment Tonight's Twitter feed began making rounds on the internet in the fall of 2012. The image showed apparent confirmation that Justin Bieber had been diagnosed with cancer, along with hashtag bald for Beaver.
Bald Bieber.
That was Bieber, sorry. Bald for
I was going
Beaver.
to say, wasn't he born in 2000?
The hashtag soon appeared with images of fans who had shaved their heads in support.
Brittany did that too, didn't she?
Bertadas.
The truth, Bieber doesn't have cancer.
He's Canadian, so.
Brittata?
Bertada.
Yes. A Bieber Tata.
He's Canadian, whatever.
Taylor Swift in the School for the Deaf. Internet hoax number 5. 2012, VH1 Storytellers, Papa John's, and Chegg. What the hell is Chegg? Launched a competition saying Taylor Swift would perform at the school that received the most votes. Reddit and 4chan jumped at the opportunity to prank another celebrity. And it soon looked like Horace Mann School for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing would win. That's the greatest thing ever. That's the only way I'd send Taylor Swift to those assholes too.
Yeah. Listen to this, guys. Oh, you can't.
They're the only ones who could appreciate it.
Reminds me of a favorite Helen Keller joke. Would you like to hear it again?
Yes.
Why did Helen Keller's dog jump off a cliff?
I don't know.
You would too if your name was.
So
You're welcome.
apparently the NFL didn't know what they were doing. The whole thing with putting that game on Paramount
Oh, I
Plus
know. Peacock.
idiots.
or Peacock.
Yeah.
And all the Taylor Swift fans that bought into it. Now apparently it was the lowest rated playoff game they've had in
Should be.
20 some years. Because,
Should be.
And yeah, I wasn't going to pay for that.
No.
I mean,
Is it bad that I already had Peacock, so I watched it?
yes, that is bad.
Why?
I watched it. I just didn't pay for it.
That's all I do is stream. I don't
Yeah.
have satellite anymore. All we do is stream.
So get
It is
this
the future
to
of
wrap up
TV.
the Taylor Swift story, though, because this is a postscript here.
Yep.
After the overwhelming victory, so they did get the school nominated as the one she would go to. Taylor Swift and her sponsors disqualified to school. Boo to you, Taylor Swift. These kids deserve the show.
They were fans. Just because they can't hear you.
Taylor Dynamite.
Right. Unbelievable.
Kelsey doesn't even know what he's getting into.
Napoleon Swift.
Do you want to know the 5?
Oh, I think he knows what he's getting into.
Oh,
Bring it on.
He's an NFL star. He's been there.
probably got a big hog.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Yeah, him and his brother.
He just has a big old wang.
They clone those big cocks.
You know,
But
Yes.
I don't know why he'd want to date Napoleon Dynamite, though.
Is that what she
Give some
looks like?
tots.
I'd rather date Uncle Rico.
Yeah. Uncle Rico
She
was a
looks
sexy
just like
dude.
He was a sexy dude. You see those? You remember those 80s shorts he was wearing?
Oh, yeah.
Were those tracks?
They reminded me of my gym teacher that was a little touchy sometimes.
Why'd you look at me when you said that? I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm very uncomfortable now.
Because
What
you
was
are
the
the
gym
coach
teacher
of the
name in
group.
Porky's? What was that girl's name in Porky's? The howl. She howled.
Yeah.
What'd they call her?
What the dog do?
That was actually, what's her name from
Kim.
Sex and the City, Kim Cattrall. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I think she's hot.
Oh, shit. There's no doubt.
Give her 2 minutes of her
What
life
the
that she
dog
would
do?
never.
The
Give her
best
the
part.
greatest 2 minutes she's ever had.
Yes.
The best part of that movie is when the
Why they call you meat?
me.
No,
No,
I'm
no, no. I don't know.
not. Porky's.
Yeah. But when the gym coach is chewing out the principal, and then the other coach is sitting there, and all you can see is his hand doing this, and they're talking about
Oh, it's been so long since I've seen that movie.
getting hold of the cops and look for the mole on his dick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because I don't remember, but I know he had a mole, right?
Ballbricker was trying to go.
Ball pricker was it.
Yeah.
Did she grab right a hold
Yes.
of his horn? And
Yeah,
wouldn't let
it
go?
was a glory hole.
Yeah, it was a glory hole.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah.
They're just watching the ladies shower. Then one of them has like, "Hey, watch this. This
Yeah.
fix is pecker."
Yeah, you know it was close to the 70s. All those bushes had sideburns.
Still do.
Yeah. That was a funny movie.
It's a
I
great
have not
movie.
seen that movie in a long time.
1 and 2.
Porky's Revenge.
And the reason why I said Good Morning Vietnam today, I watched that for the first time in like 5 years. That's an awesome
I bet you I haven't seen that movie in 15, 20
Oh my
years.
God, that's an awesome movie. I loved Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah. He was really good.
He is awesome. That was a great movie.
You just kind of hung around.
Ah!
But
Shit. David Carradine. Still just hanging out.
Don't worry. They'll make fun of me too when I go.
same
For
with
how
Mike,
you die.
same with Michael
When you die
Hutchins.
by snowplow.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Death by snowplow.
Yep.
He got
Death-
hit by the furry beaver. I
Death
mean,
by
what is
Billy
that?
Goat.
Billy,
Billy
Goat.
Goat.
Yeah. We're gonna read about it. Man dies getting hit by snowplow. And I'm like, I already know how
Right.
this.
I hope you don't die from it. I want you to sign the paper when it's on the front page.
So maybe not
Yeah,
die,
then you
but
could
if,
die.
if it maimed you, like say you lost a foot or something like that, you'd be
Yep.
set for the rest of your
I
life.
would. I 100% would.
Or what if it, just so that you could become like posthumously famous, because it could like just maim you to where you only had like a couple months left.
Or just vegetable the rest of my life.
No, because we need you to sign shit.
Oh, gotcha. Yep,
We
yep,
got to
yep.
profit from this.
Okay,
You can
so
hold his hand.
yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
What was the guy's name in Happy Gilmore?
Oh, Chubbs.
Chubbs.
We're coming up with a plan, guys.
Or we could just scotch tape a ink pen to his wang.
Right. This reminds me of a good cripple joke.
Oh
What's this?
no! I don't know.
Christopher Reeve's at a strip club.
So for those of you at home, theater of the mind, he had tucked a dollar bill under his chin
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry.
and
Yeah.
pinned it to his chest.
We can clip that one.
Yeah. What?
Christopher Reeves at a strip club.
What's this?
I don't know.
Superman 11.
What was that?
In a wheelchair.
Rolling the wheels.
In a wheelchair.
Get it?
I didn't have much.
He couldn't use
I
his
didn't want this
arms
fucking thing
either.
to fall and
He
kill.
couldn't use his arms either.
I love
So
over explained jokes.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
Mary, don't be mad at me.
we have a contractor that we take our product to, and he only has 1 foot.
Yeah.
So he's got a boot on one foot, rubber boot to protect his boot. And the other one is just a boot, and it's gray all the time. I said, shouldn't you be covering that up? He says, why? I can take it right off at any time. Why waste another rubber boot? I said, I got a shit ton of them right foot boots sitting all lined up everywhere. But he works. He's a hard worker.
Good for him.
Well,
It's good to see him.
He probably plants stuff in them. I've seen a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, to get an old boot and make a planter out of it.
nice.
You ever been north of Carsonville?
Well, I've been there. I don't know where you're talking about.
You ever been north of Carsonville?
Explain never. If you go north of Carsonville, there's a Volkswagen Bug, like a new
Yeah, I've seen
style.
that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Just sitting out in the yard in a flower garden.
Gotcha.
They've got flowers planted on it and everything. It's just,
That's cool as hell.
yeah.
All right.
Only in Port Sanilac,
You gotta
Carsonville.
stop. You gotta stop tapping the table though, because every time you do it rattles the mic like hell.
I was gonna say you jumped on it before me. I'm gonna tie your hands behind your back.
Have you ever been north of?
Never.
Nort.
Have you ever been west of the equator?
Never. If you have, call 810-294-0455. Is that the correct number?
So
we
here's-
were gonna.
I'll toss
Ashley
this-
wanted to call.
Yeah, I'll toss this fun fact out there. So, if you continue heading north, eventually you'll be headed south.
Yep.
But if you head west, you'll never be headed east.
Right. You always go west. Go west, young man.
Think about that.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Is my chewing too loud?
No.
How's that jambalaya?
It's good. Not too spicy.
Is it?
Not too
Yeah,
spicy at
well.
all. And you know I can't handle spice.
I know.
It has a different odor to it.
It's kind of pungent, is what jambalaya is. Yeah.
Pungent.
Yes. But it's good. It has a good taste.
Yep. Good. And I recommend the shepherd's pie from the Stone Lodge.
Yes.
Our one and only time we're recording at the Stone Lodge, I bet.
I don't know.
There's a chance.
There is a really good chance.
They're not busy right now. I
It's
thought
too
this.
cold.
I thought
Nobody
this was a
comes
perfect
outside.
time to come. You know,
No,
at
this is
2
the,
o'clock on a.
this
Is
is-
today Saturday?
Mike will tell you the non-perfect time to come when he gets his wife pregnant.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. Right.
October 21st. Every year.
What goes on October 21st?
I don't know.
Halloween?
Well, close to it, but no, it was even afterwards. It's just a day we got along. Apparently, that day.
Is that your anniversary?
No, that's October 7th. Just a random 21st of October.
Yeah, I got to figure out too. Like, I got 2 May babies. And they're 3 days apart.
Yep. Conceived.
So that'd be
Is that from my mom?
August.
I don't
It's from
know.
the.
9 months back.
Count it back.
That's to the podcast.
I can't do math.
I
That's
can't
my
do that
mom's
right now.
phone number, I think.
I gave out your mom's phone number?
What's going on here?
No.
I don't know.
Are we going to hear Mama Nickel? Are we calling Mama Nickel?
No, that was not her number.
we have a caller though.
We do.
AWP, how's it going?
Hey guys, what's up?
Hi.
Not a whole lot. We are we're being infiltrated by old people.
Yep.
Thanks a lot.
Restricting our freedom of speech.
GHC is talking formal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's over here. He should be talking about taints and stuff. And
Yes.
I just feel confined.
yeah,
It doesn't.
he
The
can't.
taints are no longer blessed, according to him.
No, they still are. Hashtag blessed taint.
We're in a corner.
Does GHC know how to talk formal? I've never heard that in my lifetime.
True
so-
that.
Yes, you have. On Friday nights, I talk professional. For sure.
Oh, that's for like an hour
No,
and a
you
half.
don't. When you go to commercials, it all comes out spewing out.
It's great.
When we don't mute the buttons, we kind of go through commercial. Yes, you're correct. Oops.
And if he's not talking out of his mouth, he's talking out of his a-hole. And it stinks up the whole fucking clubhouse.
And confirm.
Also true.
Hey, the last time I was in a football booth
all the
with
time.
Phil and the Glory Hole Cowboy, I got blasted out of that place. I had to walk into the back hallway. It was terrible.
It was stinky?
I was going to say, we were just talking about
Yeah, you guys
threesomes.
hit Taco Bell before you came to the game.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
you'll have that.
Yeah.
Well, this year, young lady, I was in there and he should have been charged with 9 counts of murder.
Of your nostrils.
Oh, my. No.
No?
Attempted murder. I'm sorry.
There you go.
I never gagged so fucking hard in my life.
Here we go.
And he gave me the stare. And
Yep. So you could finish.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, it's a common courtesy.
You're welcome.
So, attempted murder of Junior, and you almost murdered that lady by pushing her down the stairs.
Yo, I forgot about that.
She
I
pushed
love
herself.
that day so much.
Yeah.
You know, she
The
was asking for
The
it.
look on Eddie's face, and then he looks over at me. She's like, "Is she dead?"
That's what I wish I was there.
It was
get the visual.
hilarious.
And I'm laughing the whole time, and then he's looking at me like, "Why are you laughing right now?"
I walked away from the edge so I could laugh.
Was it terrible weather, like rainy?
Snowy all over the
snowy.
place.
This
Well,
lady
and most of those places have those aluminum bleachers
Yes.
now that just turn into like a.
Yes.
This
Right,
lady
right.
goes to throw the bungee back up the GHC. She spins all the way around and then just falls face first on the bleachers. And, you know, like a slinky just went.
Yes.
Baroop,
Like a
baroop,
cartoon.
baroop,
Did you say that was the starting quarterback's mom or grandma?
Gamma.
We made the joke that it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, she did have the quarterback's last name on her sweater, so
Yeah.
she was related somehow.
He probably had to bang her for a fucking hazing.
Yeah, probably.
Just saying. It's a new high school thing. Eat that fucking gray bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, and swallow the dust.
I think Hellebuck was the name of the quarterback.
Yep.
Hellebuck?
Quarterback Hellebuck can't play in a state final game because his grandmother died in an unfortunate bleacher incident.
Oops.
The lady,
So
and Eddie
helpful.
thought she was dead.
Hey, Adam, did they leave because of us, too?
I hope
They
so.
finished dinner fast.
I would.
Yeah, I would.
We're just ruining another bar.
I know. Oh, well.
So,
Now I get it.
AWP, what's going on in your world?
Currently, I am cozy in the corner of the sectional in my living room with some binge watching a show that I don't get time to do very often because I'm at pointless basketball games during the week and
Oh my God! Thank you for
don't have
saying
time
that.
to do that.
Pointless basketball games.
nice.
You're
Are you-
learning.
I was going to say, play that background music that you had for Mike.
Are
So-
you, real quick, are you wearing Duke clothing by chance?
No, I actually have a shirt on that says "Run Michigan." My husband's one of those
What?
people who runs a lot.
Yes,
and, you
he
know,
is.
Blue.
that
Yeah.
weird stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
Cool. Okay. I didn't know it was basketball season, so I thought you'd throw your Duke stuff on.
They play tonight at 8:00, so not quite yet. But no, I had a pirate shirt on earlier because I had to go watch 6th grade boys. You know, I have a nephew. It's just I'm always at something.
What was the line on
Good aunt.
either of those games tonight? And the elementary kids. What was the line on that game?
Yeah, can
I
we
don't
get
know,
that
but
on?
they won by 30. So
Holy shit.
Oh, so they covered.
Oh, yeah. That's a cover. Who's Duke
yeah,
playing?
the bad thing is they play the same teams every weekend,
Oh,
and
that's
so
so
they're basically beating these teams every single weekend. And the coach also coaches the 8th grade boys.
What are
Said,
they gonna
"Hey,
learn?
6th graders, you're going to come and practice with us, so you at least get some like competition during
Yeah,
the
switch
week
up the
while
teams.
you're practicing because you're not getting any on the weekends because there's nobody. We're beating all these teams by so much that it's pointless. So."
So are they like only playing like schools from their own or teams from their own town, or are they going to other towns and playing?
No, so like today we were in Ubley, so they played Ubley, Lakers, Bad Axe. You know, like everybody comes to one central spot. Next week they'll be at Lakers, so maybe they'll get to play North Branch. It depends on it depends on which teams show up, but it's basically the same schools every weekend.
Oh, that would get so boring.
It is a little boring, but it's kind of fun for me because they rack up so many baskets and they don't have a ton of bench players that it's a lot of good photos. So I don't mind it.
Not yet.
Any of those 6th graders dunking?
Thank you.
And how many should be in high school?
No, but there is one. Oh my God, he's huge, Adam. Like he's probably taller than most of the high school players. He just stands under the basket and grabs the rebound and throws it back out to kids. Like he doesn't have to jump. He's huge.
Is he lanky or is he?
They call him.
Is
No,
he got
he's
some-
like going
Does
to
he
be a
have a cool
linebacker.
what's his
like,
nickname?
He is built.
Does he have a cool nickname?
I call him Lurk.
dog doing?
I call
You
him Lurk
ready?
because he reminds me. He reminds me of the Munsters, like the dad, like
Yeah.
where he's very like mechanical when he walks.
He's 17 and he also like hauls the kids in the bus
Right.
to the games.
Yeah, he drives the bus to the game. You know,
He's shaving with an electric razor on the way, and yeah.
I get that.
Reminds me of this other joke I have to tell you.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Yeah, Tyrone comes home from his first day of kindergarten. Dad goes, "Hey, how was your first day?" He goes, "Oh, pretty good. I got the biggest dick in kindergarten." He goes, "Yeah, you're fucking 21."
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh boy.
oh no!
That was a short version.
So I do have to ask though, AWP, have we eclipsed over 500 hours of podcast by now? I think we probably have.
I feel like you have. I haven't put in the last week of stuff yet.
Okay.
So on like Monday, I'll probably update that, and I'll send you guys a new copy so you have an updated one.
That would be great. And also we
But
have...
I'm pretty sure you have.
Perfect. Also have to mention now we once again are back up to 2 Hall of Famers on the podcast with Ashley calling in. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, there we go.
Also, I want to make sure
Which
I'm still.
I mean, it's so nice of you guys, but I don't think I deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Like,
Oh, we wouldn't
really.
even
Like,
know.
if you look at the amount
We
of
wouldn't know
podcast
anything.
time I've had actually on there.
You're so humble.
Producers and things like that also can win Emmys. I mean, they don't get aired in prime time or anything like that when they win their Emmy, but they still win one.
Hey, who likes the top 10 graphic that I posted? I love that Phil was like, where the hell did that come from?
It was great. I enjoyed it.
That
You
was
guys should
that
do
was
more,
wonderful.
like, you need to do a few more lists so that I can put some more stuff like that up.
All right,
Come
well-
up with something to, like, vote on. Like,
I'll make a list that we need to make more lists. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be number 1 on our list. of
I'm still
lists.
curious to see if I have the lead in show appearances or if Junior's caught me yet. I'll be really bummed.
Oh, you're
Junior
still a
might
ways.
Junior might have caught you.
Oh,
You're
my beat
still
his
a ways
ass.
away, though. JTK was close to you,
Shit.
but I don't think he's gotten over that.
I'm going to kick
Number
both their
yet.
asses.
He's really dropped off lately. He was on for one episode, the earlier episode we recorded, but he had to go. So
Yeah. Raising hell at work.
Well, he's got a new woman. He's got to put the time in, you know.
no, he's doing the right thing. Absolutely. I fully agree. I concur.
Well, that's debatable.
Yep. Debatable.
Masturbatable.
If he's doing the right thing.
If he's doing the right thing.
Well, really, it's more debatable if Kelsey's doing the right thing. JTK has definitely overshot his coverage.
yeah.
Maybe she's blind.
So
That could be.
I didn't want to say it in front of Kelsey. Remember
Maybe
the
it's an
time
elaborate
that
hoax.
I first met JTK at the Blue, and I tried to hook him up with that one firecracker.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember very well.
She's engaged. She got married.
Already.
Yes.
Wow.
So she was just single and
that could be him.
And the last time I saw her was at, remember the cornhole tournament, the tractor pull?
right.
You know about the little one, the little
yeah,
redhead?
the little. What's her name? She used to work here
Danielle.
with.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. She just told me she got married.
Oh, shit. She rushed right into that one.
Yep.
Somebody wants a baby.
That could have been JTK.
Yep.
Just
Well,
saying.
that's purely why
that would have been my fault.
that's purely why it didn't work out. And he clearly said that he didn't want anything to do with it.
Right.
Because she was rolling and he didn't want that. Oh, makes
She
sense.
was looking to settle down
down.
quickly.
Tick, tick, tick. That's the internal time clock.
No, I get it. I fully understand.
Yep.
That's why it's so nice to date somebody that doesn't want kids, has kids already, doesn't want any more kids.
Well, actually, I think you're really modest. You definitely deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. You're bigger than Coach K.
There you go.
I think that's yours.
I don't think so.
I do.
It is.
We
What's that?
we're not going to put Junior in the Hall of Fame. We're going to put Meatloaf in when we do it.
You're gonna put Meatloaf, one ball.
Must get our
Yeah.
beards mixed up.
And
gotcha.
one.
I should have saved that ball that I got rid of.
You should have.
We could have bronzed it.
We'd always set it on the center of the table when we did podcasts.
Could be a traveling trophy.
Oh, there's
like,
the
eating
top 10.
contest?
Can you guys make me a top 10? Can you vote on the best drops? Because I feel like Meatloaf could be one that you could make. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Junior's thing. Like, yeah. So
Yeah,
let's
I like
do
it.
that
Well,
one as the next
that's
one.
Phil, isn't it? Phil made that up. I mean, started saying it.
Uh-oh, coins are dropping.
Yeah, I think
that
you
is
could
good
rank
job.
them because you have to put like.
Love that. You know what?
is
I
good.
will have some meatloaf. Let's have some meatloaf. You want some? I knew you'd go. Hey, Mom! The meatloaf!
I mean, one of the best drops until we played it backwards was obviously Bob doing the Butthole Headquarters.
Oh,
Mashed potatoes are pretty good,
I
too.
do like Mikey's brother
Right,
that's
saying,
fun.
"What's that?"
Oh, there you go.
That,
I
that
think
was good.
that's up there.
Yeah, you're right. Because that
And when the
gives
fuck do we get
the,
ice cream?
that encases the show. Or,
That's awesome. I like the long. That one. I like that.
I'll never forget when I opened up the voicemail, and that was one of the very first voicemails we got, and I'm just like, that
classic.
is beautiful.
That's classic. That's a good one.
Yeah. That is, yeah, we definitely have to do that. And if anybody has any input that they would like to throw in on our
Right.
best drops, that would be,
I just like it when we play drops.
yeah.
whole episode of drops.
Right. Whole episode of drops.
We need to put that one in the top 10 list, but not the part, the hot tub part.
Hot tub. Hey, that's back when Zach was on the prowl.
Oh my god.
Bartender Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember? He was really just like,
Is that when he showed up for work every time?
he was just like jackhammering like a quarterback on prom night.
I know, right?
You should at that
Surprised
time in
my
those
wife didn't
couple
get caught in
months
the
when
crossfire.
the first couple months that he worked there, you should bronze his cock. I'm telling you.
Or it has
Good for him.
gangrene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cum coated light bulb.
Gangrene
Gangrene cock.
Well, they went from coated to filled.
Well,
At one point.
you noticed that progression? Did you like that?
I did notice that.
Filled is better.
It's about growth. Yeah, cum-filled light bulb. Yeah.
PHILLED.
LED.
He did
Hilarious.
it. He really did it.
Now he's dehydrated.
All shriveled up.
And he's got a sore. Oh. He's going to have to put some cream on that.
Come on, Adam.
It's on his hand. I don't know what you
Someone
were
has a
thinking.
very, very weak stomach.
Yeah, apparently.
For a man, yeah.
Here you go. I think that's the one I'm supposed to use. I hope. Otherwise, she's going to bitch at me.
Well, you're the one over there buying those terribly expensive
Here you go.
phones.
That's on a payment plan. What the dog wasn't paid out all at once. I ain't got that kind of money.
That sounds like the kind of stuff you'd hear about on Soul Train.
What's going to be paid off first, this or my truck?
I don't know.
I know. I forget how many years it is. It's probably 3 years on it.
You got 18 on that kid.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
My goodness.
And it doesn't end there, I hate to tell you.
Dude.
Oh, I know. I'll be dead before the kid gets out of college and married.
I'm
Right.
telling you, man, I love my son, and I'm not wishing for him to be older, but all I got to say is 22 more months, man.
That's it.
I got till May
22 more months. That's it.
Yep.
on my first one. On my first bill.
Firstborn.
Yeah, I still got 4 and almost 5 years on.
Yeah.
All I got to say is I'm 53 and no kids.
No kids.
It doesn't
Oh, yeah, I'm-
end, though.
No, I know.
I know
I'll
it
stop
never
that
ends.
and I've got to pay
so
for college.
it never ends, but the court mandated what I could possibly go to jail for payments end.
Right, exactly.
Kid payments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just stay married so I don't have to do that shit.
That's a bleak alternative.
I know. Yep. Divorce doesn't scare me. Child custody scares me.
It's a hoax.
So you sprung big on the phone, but freedom isn't isn't worth it.
Fuck it. I'm dead inside now. Whatever.
Okay. Well,
He's starring in Port Sanilac Shank Redemption over here.
yeah.
Yep.
Hey.
True. It's funny because it's true.
Oh boy.
Yeah, boy. All right. AWP, what say you?
I just think you guys are funny.
Well, thank you.
At least somebody does.
Yeah,
Appreciate
well,
that.
You're-
And that's why you're in the Hall of Fame. You say all the right things.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw JB last night.
I also appreciate the fact that I'm sitting here in a clean house with no toys, no responsibilities, no children. I am good to go. Like, you're all talking about
Yeah.
kids having them till they're teen. I am free and clear.
You know, kids are they're the single greatest thing to ever happen to you, but probably the single worst too. But
They are the
you got to take both that.
Greatest
Yeah.
blessing and the worst curse.
Oh yeah.
Nah. Yeah.
I'm the best aunt ever. Like that's JB always tells me that I do too much, but it's kind of nice to just spoil them and send them home. Like I don't have to worry about all the other stuff. I just get to be the fun aunt who buys them shit and like does cool stuff with them.
No, that is there's some
not all bad
validity to
either.
that. And I saw JB last night. We went up to Huco, and he was there with a date, and I didn't even get a look at who he was with. I figured he'd come over and like say hi, or well, he waved and everything, and then he said something across the bar. I figured he'd come over and pay tribute because he should.
He should.
Right, and he did not, and then he skated out, left Irish.
Was he embarrassed because
He was with
dude?
a blonde. I don't know. It was
Blonde
with a
dude?
chick. Yeah, well, I couldn't see it. I only saw the back of the head.
I almost said it.
At the lanes.
He's with I call her with. He's with Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. She from Wisconsin?
Yeah. So you remember when he went on that softball tournament a couple weekends ago?
Yep.
So apparently he met her there, and so she was coming to visit.
Oh my!
Oh boy.
She's gonna
Somebody
be
better
disappointed.
send JB some
He paid
Gatorade
for-
at
he
this
paid
point
for
or
her.
something. Yeah.
He paid for her.
Nope. Let him experience it.
Well, he took her to Huco, and then they got out of there quick. Like I expected him to hang around. I didn't look over though. I don't think they were drinking, which is a very JB thing to do.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
He didn't have his beer goggles on.
so I only saw the back of her head, blonde. That's it. I wanted to explore more, but like all the other people that were paying tribute were coming up to me and talking, so I didn't have time to go somewhere.
well,
And yeah,
you don't have time for peasants.
no. I don't go to people. No,
No, they come to you. You sit at the table and they come to you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
And AWP, I got to say, with JB being in the Hall of Fame for the simple act of getting all the people over at our 50th episode, you certainly deserve. We've certainly put people in for way less.
You've done way more by light years than JB, but somehow just because I was drunk and ripped up on an episode, and I guess I made
What?
him a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
I can't imagine that happening.
At least you don't black
regretting
out.
I am, considering what he does for the podcast now. He's really kind of like
Didn't
really
even.
turned his back on the whole proceedings now, and he's just useless basketball games is all he cares about. Worthless, useless. What
Oh,
I say?
he's probably mad at me right now.
Yeah. Oh.
He'll get over it.
Well, we usually talk like, I don't know, we text like every day, and I haven't heard from him in a couple days.
Well, I think you know
I think
why.
he's mad at me.
Wisconsin.
He's busy with that Wisconsin cheese right now.
That's real dairy going
Well, I
on right
knew
there.
Wisconsin was
Wisconsin from
coming.
under cheese.
Right. You knew what?
He's with the Dairy Queen.
Ooh.
Is that what we're going to call her, the Dairy Queen?
I like it.
Is he getting milked
The
right
Dairy
now?
Queen. I
Yeah.
like it.
I got nipples.
It's
Can you milk
JB who's
me,
getting
Greg?
milked.
Getting milked.
I bet he's churning right as we speak.
Did you say churning?
He's
Churning.
making
I like
butter,
it.
making butter and filling light bulbs.
Yep.
I was gonna make a Swiss cheese comment with the whole holes and everything. I can't do anything with it, so I'll just throw it out. Like
There's
that.
Mike.
Thank you. What's Croc Premium on the receipts?
You have that big fancy.
You have a big cock.
Did you have a
Premium.
bowl of the?
Yeah, you had your jambalaya.
Was
Okay.
6? Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It says cock premium.
Got it. Thank
Yep.
you. Thank you.
There was quite the motley crew at the lanes last night, wasn't there?
There was, yeah, it was. So I had to, since I quit my job yesterday, I had to stop and have a beer on the way home. So
At Liberty?
yeah, yeah, yep.
Right next to your new employer.
Right there we go.
What time is that? What time are they open till? They have a league?
The
Thursday?
ooh,
I think
Thursday
they're
nights
open.
they do.
I think they're open till 11.
Yeah, I think it's 11. They're
Yeah, Dell was in there and Ryan,
Samzik.
Samzik.
Yeah, it was a good crew. We had a lot of fun.
Good deal.
Mr. Campbell stopped in.
Yep,
Campbell's
Mark Type. Yep, he was there, and we were sitting there, and yeah, I had a couple beers, and then I went to Silent Ends and took a nap, and then we went out to dinner last night, and the Selleck boys were feeding me shots last night at Huco, and then I went to Parisville,
Busy night.
and Jose was feeding me shots of tequila then at Parisville, and then we stopped at the old STD, and I don't remember. I got yelled at for something.
By
I don't know, one of the patrons was.
You were in that bar too? By yourself?
You know, just by.
Are you getting this?
Like, just by existing, sometimes I get yelled at anymore. No. It's usually for what I didn't do. Like, you didn't show up to bowling on Thursday. I'm like, I had a sub. They're like, we can't. You're the president of the league. You're supposed to be there. I'm like, I ain't supposed to be shit. I don't want to be president of the league.
Well,
we had an issue. I'm like, you guys are grown men. You can sort this out yourselves.
But what about the brackets?
Right? Exactly.
The brackets.
How'd you know what it was about? Yeah.
That's all it's all about.
We were there Thursday night when we went to trivia. Yeah.
Which was horse
where
shit.
did they have trivia?
We went to Benchwarmers for trivia. It's not really trivia. It's more like pop culture and photos of people when they were young, and now you have to identify them now.
And you got screwed by the referees
100%
yesterday?
of the time.
What time does that usually
You got screwed by the
7:30.
referees yesterday?
Yeah, we did.
We got hosed.
That sounds
Thursday.
fun, actually. I'd be good at that.
I have the slide rule to bring for Kevin next time, too.
Excellent.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Kevin runs that shit?
Yeah, actually, I plan on bringing a mentally challenged child and be like, here, he can add up the scores better.
Yay! How's that joke go?
What's better than winning the gold medal at the Special Olympics? Not being retarded. Sorry, everybody out there. To all my fans out there, I am very, very, very sorry.
Frittata.
I heart that one.
We can have some frittata kid up there helping Kevin. Kevin will be like, and in the lead with lemon points.
With lemon points.
Make him wear a helmet, please. Make him wear a helmet.
Oh, God.
Fuck, did we get ice cream?
Yeah. With a bumper sticker that says short bus window liquor.
Fire twalk.
Good movie for you to watch. Watch Champions.
Yeah.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
Oh, that soccer? Is that soccer?
Yes, it's hilarious.
I'll tell you something that I started watching on Netflix last weekend in my extended Christmas 2 weeks, from what Adam said. Atypical.
Okay.
It's about an autistic kid, and it's awesome, sad, but hilarious. They use the words cock, balls, fuck.
Sweet.
Yeah,
When the fuck did we
it's
get
actually
ice
really
cream?
cool. He's 18, 19 years old, and he's trying to get laid.
Oh, yeah.
So
They
it's
deserve it.
awesome.
They'll turn
movie about
anybody
me.
autistic.
Yeah. Atypical.
That was a movie about me, apparently.
All right, we've crested the hour point on
I think,
this one.
so is she just changing shifts, or are we like getting like,
No, she's changing shift.
Okay,
Trina's
yeah.
behind the bar now.
because we're not being asked to move on to the afterlife.
You
are
know
we?
what? After,
They're not
No,
all that
don't
busy
worry
right
about
now. I think we're
I'm going to go take a smoke break and
She wanted her tips.
Butter them up a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thanks for joining us, Hall of Famer.
yes,
Fellow Hall
AWP.
of
Thanks
Famer.
for calling us.
AWP. Thank you. God bless. Enjoy that cozy chair.
Thanks. I think I'm going to go get ready for some football.
Hell yeah! Hey, what's going on with the game right
3-0.
now?
3-3.
3-3 now.
Oh, you can see it.
Right there. Yep. We're going to have him install a TV right now in here.
yeah.
I'm
Yep.
very disappointed in everything right now.
I should have brought my projector.
There's no reason to live.
No.
You got a projector? No. Who's got a projector?
Yeah, but
I do.
get ready for
Oh, awesome.
my team plays tomorrow, so
I know. We know you're a big Buffalo Bills fan.
Yes.
I am not a Buffalo Bills fan.
I'm
Can't-
Don't you
joking.
put
Are
that
you
in
a
my
Swiftie?
mouth.
Are you a Swiftie?
Yeah, it's Kansas City.
No, I liked the Chiefs before the Swiftie thing happened.
Before
But
that.
more
Gotcha.
now, right?
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. You
No,
like
'cause
the Kansas City Chiefs and the Duke Blue Devils in college basketball. Ugh.
Ugh.
Yes,
You're
I
just-
am a disgrace to my own state.
God, it's bringing back Christian Leitner. I hated that motherfucker.
Oh, I still
Love-
do.
Oh, that
Love
cocksucker.
bandwagon
I have a-
fans.
Junior, next time I see you, I need to wear the shirt that says "I love Christian Leitner."
Oh, please don't.
Jesus.
I
It's
don't.
okay
You know, I've
because-
never hit a woman in my life.
It's okay because Christian Leitner now his current job is actually he's the one who installs duct tape around glory holes throughout the country. So it's okay.
I like him now.
You know, Christian
Good for
Leitner.
him. He got what he deserved.
Junior,
Christian
my
Leitner
first
caused me
wife
to
got a
be
tooth
atheist.
out of me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I called her something. She turned around, punched me right in the face, and took a tooth out of me.
Oh, I hated the Duke Blue Devils.
What the hell is Christian Leitner up to now?
I don't know. He
Him,
turned me into
Bobby
an atheist.
Hurley.
It's got to be gay.
Fucking.
I
Bobby.
hated
He's probably
Christian
kicking
so
one
much.
Right. I can't say
No,
it.
his wife's
can.
pretty hot.
You can say
so I
it.
hate to
Right in
tell
the
you.
asshole.
Who? Leitner's or?
Leitner.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Bobby Hurley.
Leitner,
That little
Leitner
short
goes
fuck.
around and does like basketball camps and like stuff because I met him. He was in Bay City.
Who? Bobby Hurley?
No, Leitner.
Leitner? Oh, fuck.
No, Kristen Leitner.
Yeah.
Well, him and Carlos Boozer are good friends.
Yeah, fuck Carlo Boozer. They do.
Yeah, Boozer's a Michigan guy, right? A Michigan native.
I don't think he is.
He's a Michigan native, yeah.
Carlos Boozer
Yeah.
is?
Yeah, he's actually married to what's her name from Emily City.
Gotcha. Yeah, Boozer was from like Saginaw or something.
Yeah. Millie Martinez.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
She played in the
He
WNBA,
has,
remember?
He has
Nope.
What did he just say?
So am I just-
WNBA?
do I
What is
remember?
that?
Yeah. Am I misremembering this or am I?
No.
Are you
correct.
part of the old man group that actually likes WNBA?
Yeah, like my dad. My dad loves the WNBA. It's
fundamental basketball.
Like the one night
Were
I
you
was.
guys-
Go ahead.
Oh no, you guys were you just talking in an episode about the WNBA? Because I feel like
Yeah, it
it
was
was
at
something you
Cookie's house.
said, and I was literally like correcting you in my car, yelling at the radio, going, "You guys, stop talking! You got it wrong! Like, don't speak anymore."
What were we getting wrong?
Actually, they got bigger
Because I think
cocks
you were
than
talking
me. I didn't get that wrong.
You were talking about Detroit, like they were the Shock.
Yeah.
They were
You
the
didn't
Shock.
have the name of Detroit team, right? They were the Detroit Shock.
What'd we
And
say?
they actually won a couple of championships because we used to go to Pistons games all the time because I had a friend who worked for the Pistons and she worked for the Shock too. And they gave when they won, everybody gets a ring. And so she got a ring too.
We called
So
them.
we got to go down and meet all the players.
We
There
called
was
them.
two
Put the
teams
ring
in the
on.
league.
It was pretty.
We called them the Detroit Badge Holes.
I didn't touch it.
I think you were just being pain in the asses, but whatever.
No, that doesn't sound like
I had
that.
actually looked that up when I think I corrected us later. We might have been calling them the Spark,
I feel like you might have, yes.
but because I did look it up.
It's just like when Phil got Matt LaFox's name wrong because he played for SDSU. He said he played for some other
Grand Valley.
team.
I said he played for Grand Valley, yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Lefleur.
Le Fleur.
Lefleur.
Is that French?
He's actually being inducted into something at Saginaw Valley. I don't know if it's like their athletics Hall of Fame or whatever. He'll be in attendance in like a month and a half because it's on our work calendar in our office.
Sweet.
What about nobody ever talks about Thunder Dan Marlarli anymore?
Thunder Dan, he was awesome in NBA Jam.
Would you
I know
break
it.
He would be.
Junior broke it.
Fuck.
Stick it in the
Junior's
hole.
breaking stuff.
All right. Well, you were gonna get out.
We
you were
were,
gonna get
like-
out of this episode like 10 minutes ago. So
Yeah, we were. We
Play the
thank you for
music.
calling in.
make yourself.
We appreciate all that you do behind the scenes for the podcast. We definitely appreciate you calling in, and you are a welcome
No
addition to the Hall of
problem.
Fame.
Hey.
Smoked his. What's he got? Mad
Do some kind of a top 10 list for me next episode, so we have
I
something
heard
to
it
put up
hit.
this week on the.
You got it.
All right,
I'm
we
a
can do
fan.
that. We can do that.
We will do that.
All right, bye guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take us out of here since you guys are dinking with that.
Do it. Do it.
You have been listening to the P&A Podcast Express. We want to thank everybody for being here. We want to thank Ashley for calling in. Craig, Junior, Phil, Mikey, Hall of Famer.
I'm back, bitches.
Want to remind everybody as we go out here to do what, Phil?
Make good choices.